J Progress Entertainment. See me have my little mug, I go and do my thing. Alright, my people. You guys have seen the topic. You guys have seen the thumbnail. Which we're about to talk about today, people, is a veteran American woman. According to her, sharing her story with me, her Jamaican husband is now living a life of luxury in America. After divorcing her, he now has 3 trucking companies, a new woman, and living a life of luxury while she is living from paycheck to paycheck and also suffering, right, from other illnesses, which we are going to get through as we go along. People, it is a very long story, and I always ask people when you send your stories to me if you can just summarize them a little bit and make this story shorter. But this person wanted to show me evidence of everything, and now she's pursuing this and that this man needs to pay because this man really used her for the opportunity and for a green card, and now he's living the life of luxury in America, and she's there struggling when she's the one who gave him this opportunity. People, we're going to wait a bit and let the live build up, and then we're going to give you the introductory statement from this female who sent her story over. Before we start digging up, people, let me give you the introduction of this lady's story before we jump into anything. This lady shared her story and said her Jamaican husband dumped her, and obviously the government is supporting it. He has filed for citizenship last year, and she's saying she don't really care if he gets it or not, whether he gets the citizenship or not, even though she know said that was his sole mission for paperwork in America, right? The woman say her case is now with the Supreme Court, at the Supreme Court level, and if they don't make him pay, which is the husband, she's going to sue them all, right? The woman said, I have appealed the judge's wrong decision and not giving up. He has 3 trucking companies and living in luxury, and I am a disabled veteran and living paycheck to paycheck. The woman said she's stable at the moment, though, praises be to God, and was once homeless because her mobile home was messed up from one of the hurricanes in Florida. She said her ex, which would be her ex-husband now because the man actually divorced her, right? His ex-husband and his girlfriend has big time money and may have paid the judge and lawyers off. So it's a real big mess that I have been fighting for over 3 years now, the woman said. The woman said, please tell my story because I am being watched and hope no one goes through what I did. This man is a great con artist and a narcissist. People, this is the woman introductory statement to her story, which is a very lengthy story, which I'll go through with you guys. But you know me go through story already. We not just do it as we get it. We put little spice in it and make sure so the story come across and everybody get it. So me go wait for the live build up. Yes, my people, we don't officially launch all the mugs as yet. We have a lot of merch that we're launching. This is the J Progress Entertainment first mug, right? Having some coffee here, yeah. We're just finding the right design. Me could big up some people first before we jump into the live. At least I've given you guys an introduction what the live is about. So if it's a story that you're interested in, fine. If it's one that you're not interested in, you're more than welcome to watch another story that is on my channel, right? But like I say, I have to share people's story when they send it over. A lot of people has been cussing me out that they share the story and they haven't heard it. But guys, bear with me. I have a lot of stories and I'm just going through them accordingly. Arlene White, big up yourself, blessed morning. Eda Reed, blessed morning. Jamaican Newfie, big up yourself, blessed morning to you, Jamaican Newfie. Every time. Yvonne Johnson, big up yourself every single time. Me, big up yourself, me. You know the thing already. K Flippins, big up yourself. Maya Dias, big up yourself. Good morning. Arlene Elpinans, big up yourself. God got me MJ, big up yourself. Colette, big up yourself. Jamaican sister, big up yourself. I will say 6:30 in the US. Sorry guys, it's a bit time for us in the UK here. You know? Yeah, man, Jamaican Newfie say it happen all the time, my brother. Big up yourself, Jamaican Newfie. A real life something, man. That's why we like deliver real life story. People can relate to it. And we not pick no side, whether man or woman. Some me get it, some me give you know. If a woman send them story, I some me a give you know. If a man send them story, I some me a give you know. Me not pick no side. Dan Phillips, big up yourself. Felisa Rowe, big up yourself. Maxine Gaynor, big up yourself. Deborah Francis, big up yourself. Andrea Crawford, big up yourself. Because you're a member of the J Progress Entertainment family. Because I can see a J Progress Entertainment badge. So you get a special big up like no other. Big up yourself every time. Andrea Crawford. C. Campbell, big up yourself. Serena Vassell, big up yourself. Make Sense Entertainment, big up yourself. Chung Luxury Design Shop, big up yourself. Margarita Briscoe, big up yourself. Dan Biggs, big up yourself. Blessed morning to every single person on the live now. Thank you guys again for joining me. You know, we just take a moment and big up the people them and appreciate all of them before we jump into the story. You know, I've given you guys the topic line. You have seen the thumbnail. Maureen Higgins, Monsieur J Progress Entertainment, VIP badge. So you know, so your big up is special every single time. When you know, when you don't have no badge, when you know, say it is a special moment. So Maureen Higgins, big up yourself. And you don't have no regular badge. You have a VIP J Progress Entertainment badge. So you know your VIP big up is very, 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 very special, my darling. That is it. Yeah, man. Shania, big up yourself. Blessed morning to you. Somebody say good morning, G and classmate. Sonia, how Sonia? Sonia say me a classmate. Sonia, how me your classmate and me never go to school? You Sonia? You don't know say me not go to school. They never tell us say me a big old done some madman boy. Me not go to school. So at least me and you went there mad house together. Big up yourself, Sonia. Me and Sonia did then I see a mad house. So you know the thing go already. Sonia big up. Then we say two we mad because we did the I see a mad house together. The doctor they must glad say we graduate. Thank you very much. Me, big up yourself every single time. All right, my people. Make we jump into this now. All right. We know a lot of times, America, Canada, England, a lot of people, C. Campbell, big up, a lot of people go through these things where they are being used for green card or people who take the chance and go overseas with a man or a woman. They are being abused as a result because people think them owe them something or whatever the case may be. Nevertheless, as me say on my channel, we no pick side, we deliver story. And the whole point of delivering this story is to enlighten and deliver cautionary tales. Who are here, who have ears, make them hear. You understand me I say? So I just one of them thing there. People who have done the deed of taking someone from Jamaica to America, Canada, England, have suffered the hands of those persons being ungrateful, and also people who have been taken from Jamaica, right, and taken to America, Canada, England, right, by their spouse. They have gone there and they have endured countless amount of abuse. You understand? So it's a two-sided thing, but whichever side we get, we deliver it same way. And I've given you guys the introductory story where this woman, she's a veteran and she feels like her Jamaican husband used her to come to America, and then when he established himself, life is good for him now, he turned around and divorced her, find a different woman, and living the life of luxury with somebody else. And according to this woman, has gone to court with a mouthful of lie, and it seems like the court has gone in his favor. So the woman is now challenging it and saying that her case is now at the Supreme Court level, the highest court at the land, and no play nothing. You understand me I say? No, when you reach a Supreme Court, and no joke or poke or something, that, you understand? All right. So now, Make we move on into the story. The woman say there is, after she passed on her detail, where she filed challenging the case, right? And this is an official document I have here in front of me, signed by the clerk of court. It's it's electronically filed, and this was filed on May the 26th, 2023, right? Everybody know I don't call names in my stories. Don't matter how many names I have here in front of me, I do not call names. So when people share the story, I won't be calling out anybody, because the reason why I don't call names, not all stories I can verify to say that this person have actually done it, or this person is not speaking from an ill place, yes or no, or this person is not trying to publish something to humiliate or get back at the person, even stuff that are not accurate. So therefore, I don't call name to single out any individual. You know, I just deliver the story. That's how I go to work. All right. The woman say, after everything now, and him take up this man from Jamaica, carry him America, she realized, say, once this man thing start set, it's a different ball game. And this man talk about how she treat him and everything. When she realized from the get-go now, when the man reached America, that this man was only here for the opportunity. Right? And we are going to jump off this woman now, making her case. And I will share this with you guys. The woman said there is truly a sad and serious epidemic where people of all races and nationality exploit for purposes of invading our country, which is the United States, immigration laws, and official court documents, amongst other false statements, which is made by her husband, ex-husband, omission, errors, and misrepresentations. I was falsely accused by my ex-husband, such and such, right, of not filing an I-130. Guys, if you don't know what an I-130 is, I have a lot of videos out there which explains all of that to you guys, right? This is not an immigration video of such. So if you don't want to know, who know, comment in the comment section. Who don't know, go watch my video then when me explain what these things represent, right? The woman said, which is complete and utterly ridiculous, the woman said, right? The woman is saying that this man make up all kind of sitting and slander her name. Statement regarding also her mental disability, which are not due to any fault of her own. The woman made it clear that she incurred these mental disorders while serving the United States of America. The woman said the divorce which her ex-husband has put forward now, right, has worsened and caused her emotional distress, severe PTSD, and anxiety. Bearing in mind now, this woman was a veteran. She has gone and fought for her country, which is America. And everybody know, if you in the army and you married, you know, say your spouse get little benefit, right? So for some reason or whatever, her husband would also be benefiting from her being in the army at the time, if she was while with him, or even her being out of the army, he would benefit in some way. So this is why the woman think everything was just a matter of him using her. The woman say, why everything, right? He married, why the man that married her and received thousands of dollars from her. The woman said, if I was mentally unstable, or why not divorce me prior to coming to the US? So the woman make it clear, make we break it down. The woman make it clear. So people, if you don't want to scroll through Jamaican sister, explain to you guys what the I-130 is. Because I'm telling you, say, I not go through that on this live. Me I go through the woman's story. So you can go through it. So the woman say, why this man never did divorce her when she reach America, when him reach America and realize that the woman head no good. The woman is mentally unstable. The woman have PTSD and anxiety, which she says she incurred from fighting for the United States of America, right? The woman I wonder say, why when you reach America, then when me take you to America, you never divorce when you find out you're there with a mad woman then, if that's the case, right? The woman say, she was deceived into bringing the man over to the US and the promises of being in a committed relationship with her. She said the man clearly had other plans and began to implement those plans in 2017 upon arrival. So the man reached America in 2017. The woman said our relationship went on into 2020. The relationship started broken down pretty much into 2020 and not 2018. To suggest even such, which she said the man tell be a lie when in their court, clearly implies I was used for immigration purposes. Unfortunately, marriage fraud hasn't been and is not an isolated incident that occurred between my ex and I. And he knows. So basically, this woman I see a whole heap of man do it. I know nothing strange. A whole heap of man use a woman or a woman use a man to get paperwork in America. So the woman make that clear, and the woman is say that she's a victim of such because clearly she has been used by her Jamaican husband, who is now her ex-husband, just to get paperwork because the man has filed for citizenship. No, fine, moving on. The woman say, I would have never agreed to support and bring the man in America if she had known he would act in the manner in which he did. I have been victimized, shamed, and blamed enough throughout the course of the entire relationship, and I would appreciate it very much, right? Very much not being further humiliated, embarrassed, and are victimized, blame her in the future. Any further in the future. I am not asking the relationship to be recreated. So the woman is saying no one but the man. And no fix she try fixed up. Nothing. Oh, or would I? But a clear-cut case of marriage fraud occurred, which is compelling reason for the past of the relationship to be considered. And it's still a federal crime. So this is what the woman is making her argument towards the Supreme Court. No, I say she has been fraud. It is a clear case of some form of relationship fraud, which we know, marriage fraud. So the woman says she now left this up. This man, she now take him from a Jamaica, can come America. Now him have 3 trucking company. Rich out, have new girl enjoy the money. And she did live from paycheck to paycheck when the man come America in 2017. A fear money the man live off. The woman say, nah, go so she's fighting the decision of the divorce. Boy, oh boy, lady. Boy, oh boy. Me don't know if you tell us say yes, but this look very serious. This look like when nail run up in your foot bottom, you ain't go to do no shoes. This look like when nail run up in a foot bottom. You know? Sonia says, sounds like relationship breakdown after he gets here. Boy, oh boy. Me don't know if I broke down the relationship, broke down or we crumble, or the relationship sink. Or the relationship when I take in water and I sink. Me don't know. But me I go find out here today because me have one long length of story to go through. So if the relationship take in water and did a sink, we are going to discover it right here. So now in the woman argument. And we now just read so neither. We have to look into the facts them too. The woman went on and said many immigrants teach their families and friends one of the easiest crime in the world to commit, right? There are way more opportunities to enjoy a lavish lifestyle exposed to harsh realities of living in a third world country. Stick a whole pop in. So the woman basically I say, when you see a man married and go foreign, a woman take him up a foreign or nothing. Him tell him relatives say, listen, life sweet over here. Grass is greener on the other side. When you start name them a grass, you get fat and flourish. You look shine like any dollar kind. So you need to come here. So if you see a woman anywhere there where you can't get to married, come here, make sure you do it. I know me say. Me I go through the lady story because we have to go through. Remember, this is a veteran lady. Suffering with PTSD and anxiety. And according to her, the divorce has contributed heavily to this. Let me read Sonia comment. Jamaica sister say, Felisa, how is she bad mind? So somebody, I said, the woman bad mind, Sonia, I say, I believe she is trying to get back at him, but if he has his tenure already, it will be hard for her. Well, Sonia, the lady make it clear, say he apply for citizenship. So he must be, he must can do it. If he apply for citizenship, you can't just get this up, especially in America. So, make we go to the lady story. Me now jump to no conclusion. Right? The woman said that's what her Jamaican husband did. Current goals are, that's what his current goals were, you know? And with everything, the explicitity displayed by all acts of Malcolm X statement, the woman say, by any means necessary, instead that mean the ex-husband and have to reach a foreign. By any means necessary. This serious? Let me drink like my tea and take off like this and Cynthia off of my chest plate. Caca This is serious, my people. Moving on. The woman say, make we get to the nitty-gritty of this. At which part me reach now? Oh God, people, you don't know what happened to me. Can you guys believe that my tablet is going down? The battery. Let me catch it from my phone. All right. The woman now feel like the courts have sided with her ex-husband and give him the benefit of the doubt. The woman say, to her surprise and dismay, interestingly, the judge, who is such and such name, first words at her initial hearing in November 2022 were, who contacted immigration first? The judge want to know who reach out to immigration first. Me don't know what the judge was trying to establish here. But the first initial hearing in November 2022, the woman said, when them got the court hearing, the judge asked who contacted immigration first. The woman said when she heard that, the judge dispositioned with her from the start was rude to start the very least, because the woman said, does it matter who contact immigration first? What you're trying to say, judge? This is all because of the horrid things the man portrayed about her. The lady said her ex-husband was allowed to call her a liar, interrupted her and counsel while talking, and this obnoxious behavior was allowed. The woman said her ex-husband paint this picture of a poor, abused, and love-starved immigrant whose only purpose was to come over to be loyal and faithful to his loving wife. Listen what the ex-husband say, no? Or the ex-husband, why the ex-husband left her, why the ex-husband divorced her, and why the ex-husband moved on. The ex-husband say, based on the picture we paint, that he was just a poor little man come from Jamaica. Right? But when he came to America, he was abused by his wife, and he was love starved. So he never get no loving at all from the woman, right? And his only purpose of coming to the country was to come to be loyal and faithful to his loving wife. But the woman said that is garbage because her ex-husband only focus was he was focused solely based on his own narcissistic, manipulative, and controlling tendencies and greed, and the reactive abuse from the Chuck incident in 2020 he mentioned. Boy, oh boy. Whole heap of corners and whole heap of turning at this, yeah? This serious? This is very serious right now. So, you see what I go on here, so? So, based on what I get from this lady's story right now, it appears as if things not go so well in the marriage because the man reach America. The woman take him from Jamaica, can go America, and when him reach there now, him claim, and I will say that he was being abused by this woman. Why was he being abused? He was being abused because him say the woman have mental issues. But the woman did admit that because of her job from in the military, she does suffer from PTSD and anxiety. And that has gotten worse when the man go file for divorce and all in kind of something there. So, when the man say she's a mad woman and she do him all kind of same thing, the woman say, a lie the man tell because the man is a narcissist and very controlling and greedy and lie. Sanya said this could block him from getting citizenship. It could, because if there is a case before the court in regards to marriage fraud, this is one of the grounds that would block you from getting that until it has been resolved. So it could affect him. Could. Not definitely, but it's a possibility that this could affect him in getting citizenship. All right. Big up Jamaican Newfie. Big up yourself, Jamaican Newfie. Thank you for joining anyway. You got to go. Start work at 7. Big up yourself, man, every time. Kyra Clark say, what happened to for better or for worse and sickness and in health? What about the marriage vows? Boy, oh boy, Kyra, is a damn good question that. This sound different, but Kyra, we are going to find out what going on with the marriage vows them. God got MJ once say, from he mentioned abuse case is closed. All right. Listen where this can be an issue for her as well. Because she suffered from this particular PTSD and anxiety. The man saying that he's been abused. These kind of, I would say, disability or illness can prompt a person to act out of character. And if the man has proof of any abuse, they could look at it and say the PTSD and the anxiety is a possible cause of the lady being such to him, if it is true, right? But make we move on and see what else the lady has say. The lady say, and there was never an actual order of protection, just one filed in poor country and not pursued. The woman say, I never laid one hand on this gentleman since he arrived in the United States of America or ever will. So the woman say, I lied, the damn blasted man, I tell me never put a finger upon him yet. So, you never give me your so clear, lady. Then that means that the man, what kind of abuse I go on? That means that the man say, you box him down and kick him down and lick him down with pat and pan and all kind of sitting. And then they can abuse them. The man say him love starve. That means that the man left Jamaica come America, you nah give him no hold me and squeeze me. Is that a part? Is me no get it, but we are carry on. You carry on. The woman said she never lay a hand on him since the man come to America. The woman said her ex-husband achieved his American dream entirely at her expense and went on with the highest bidder he could find, which is the new girl. The woman said yet her ex-husband failed to ever mention any of his bad deeds towards her. The judge was seemingly in his feelings like I had personally done something wrong to him. So the lady, I said the judge take the man's side. And the lady said to how the case go. It looked like say she personally do something to the judge, to how the judge deal with her in the courthouse. So because of that reason, and the man get the benefit of the doubt, the woman say, no, sir. She have to appeal this and push a little further. Boy, oh boy. This serious. This a judge a lady look like, wow, man, do she something to her something? Me no know. Me no know. All right, let me move on. The judge was seemingly in his feelings, the woman say, as we got through that already, right? The woman say, I know it's not anyone's fault, but my brother had passed away the day prior to the case management, right? I did my very best I could, having PTSD and several sources of grief happening simultaneously. Also, the judge had some type of paperwork in his hand. I would have liked to know what this paperwork was regarding immigrants, since it was mentioned by the judge. All right. Wonder if the judge got through some of them cases and it turned out differently. Because people need to understand, you know. I am going to say, because lady, when I get a story, I like to filter out the story. I will not be biased. Remember, when you're going to a courthouse after a man filed for divorce, if the man filed for it, right? And you are saying different things, they could think that this is just some bitter blood and a sign of revenge against that person. You know? Because sometimes we know a woman can leave a man or a man leave a woman and the person not happy about it and they'll do anything in their power to make that person's life a living hell. You're not saying this is the case because, like I say, I don't have all the facts in front of me. I don't have the man's side. I only have your side of the story. But the judge can look at it in that form as well. That because the man move on and do well for himself, you know just want to tear him down because, like you have stated here, you are living from paycheck to paycheck while he is living in luxury. That statement alone can imply something different to other people. But I am not here to judge. I am here to deliver your story accordingly. All right. Make we move on now. The woman say our ex petitioner and sponsor. I was within my legal rights and duty to report suspected fraud to immigration. Okay. So we get from it now, say the woman contact immigration then and report say she think that the man fraud her, the marriage was a fraud. She going to Jamaica and carry the man come a foreign. She definitely knows I use the man did want to use her for paperwork. So she was scammed into a fake marriage. That's how we get right now. Okay. The woman say she decided, right, to confirm whether our marriage was bona fide and not a sham as an highly suspected. And I can't begin to even describe the emotional distress, hurt, pain, and suffering I endured from the marriage. So the woman said she got through all heap of things to throughout the time. I really wanted to believe that her ex-husband was genuine, but was forced not to by his own harsh truth and realities. And I don't believe I am the only woman that's been womanized by her ex-husband or will be in the future. It's likely in the DNA. and I only know of her ex-husband, and he's not who I married and once trusted with my life and loved. You hear that? Make me put a whole pin right there. So basically, the woman says she discovered that to all the ex-husband move and everything, she realized that this man, yeah, the marriage wasn't bona fide, it wasn't genuine. This man have different mission. This man married her just for the opportunity to come in America and better himself. Because everything. So the woman said, while in the marriage and realized this, she raised the issue with immigration. Usually when a woman does that, if you send you back to your yard with your plastic bag, back at airport, now man international airport, or Donald Sangstad airport, down a Montego Bay. Usually when a woman does that, after you go back to your yard, simple as that, and you don't get your green card cancelled, and you don't get no further in America. So the woman says, since you scam me and come America for fake wedding and fake marriage, you're going back home. But this man escaped by the skin and teeth. Boy, oh boy. This story is very exciting. I'm very intrigued to know how this story went on. All right. Make we bring it up again. So moving on now, my people, with this story. This is for the judge now. The woman said the judge repeatedly insinuated that I was at fault in exercising my rights to report the unusual circumstances that were very concerning to me at the time. Okay. In a way, I am getting where the judge is coming from. And I'll tell you why. Because the judge will look and say, if you married a man and came from Jamaica, come into America, and there are things happening in the marriage, your first approach is not to report it to immigration that the marriage is a fraud. Your first approach would be to go to counseling or mediation and see if things can be improved, and then you can distinguish if this is real or not. Because if the person don't want to take part in a counseling, if the person don't want to take part in a mediation, and the marriage is new and fresh, and you see it go down ill, you realize say the marriage are taking water and the ship are go sink, then you know say you have to go to another level. You understand? Or if the person move out upon you with another woman or something. So probably the judge saw it as your first approach was not to contact immigration and tell immigration that you think that you have been scammed. Your marriage is not bona fide, it's not genuine, and you think it's fake. So I think that's where the judge is coming from. And I think that's why, based on your statement here, lady, right, that the judge repeatedly insinuated that you were at fault in exercising your right to report the unusual circumstances that were very concerning to you at the time, to immigration, right? The woman said, on another note, at the evidentiary hearing, the judge snapped at my counsel. The woman said the judge snapped at our lawyer, I would suppose, X and X name, when he mentioned the immigration concern. The judge stated he wasn't immigration. So why attempts to entrap me several times by asking me who reported the marriage fraud? The judge also asked, how did I report the fraud? He then jokingly patronized me by asking, hadn't I heard of marriage fraud before? This is serious. How or why would I, while being, I can't even call this already, I can't know me done this already, amorously loved, bombed by her ex-husband at the time. And what I have experienced from both judge and her ex-husband is victim blaming throughout the entire case. So basically the woman said the judge take the man's side. And she felt more like say, she was being victimized. Victim blaming, like the judge basically has said, lady, are you make the man left you? Are you at fault? Are you make you reach us in the courthouse? You understand? And basically she has said the judge believe the man say he went go through abuse and even if he left the relationship. Because right now, the woman is basically saying the judge picked the man's side. And I pressure she and even making fun of her. All right, this serious. This is damn blasted serious. All right. Make me take time and find me the day now, because this a blueprint along. Me have to take me little time and go through it. The woman say, I am a survivor. Though, and I hope to help others change laws by exposing this sad epidemic in the future. And it appears the judge is completely fine with people being used as pawns to help foreigners immigrate to the US at the costly expense of our citizens. I have absolutely nothing against foreigners from other countries who have pure love, good intentions, and respect for their partner. Even if the relationship later fails, and I am not mad this divorce occurred, just that justice wasn't completely served. So the woman feel like she was wronged. The woman feel like the judge picked side and the case went in her ex-husband's favor. And she feels used, neglected. She feels like an idiot and feel like even though she thinks that it is fraud, the judge doesn't think that way. And she feels like the judge is okay with people doing stuff like that and is not delivering justice. Deborah Francis say, I would love to hear the man's side of the story. Would I love to hear the man's side of the story too, but unfortunately, I cannot call names to call out the man so he can reach to my program. But I hope this man watches my program and realize that this story is in regards to him as well. And if he would like to share his side so we can get a full view of what it is. But this I have in front of me here is actual documents from this lady, signed by the clerk of court and stuff like that. So an official something me have yaso. And no panga. And no voice note and email off at the top of your lip. A serious something this we are going to present in a court where the woman are trying to make her case to appeal the decision of the prior judge who give the man the leeway, say move on with your life and left the woman. Make she stand there. All right. Make we move on. Moving on now, back to the question about immigration. The question about who reported, right? Her ex-husband was simple and utterly a sin. Me can't even call it a word. Let me move on. My ex-husband certainly didn't or wouldn't report himself, and my life could have been put in grave danger with an extremely abusive husband from this careless revelation. So basically, the husband is accusing the wife of abusing him, and the wife is accusing the husband of abusing her as well. Make we get that clear. The woman said the judge also stated he would act as the ex-husband attorney, and he absolutely did just that with the flying colors. Me confused. Me little brain a shake up. Me little brain smaller than this. Me confused. Am me alone confused? Me confused to what go on so. Because me not understand how the judge can even make them statement there, and why the judge would make them statement there, and why the judge would blatantly pick a side in a case where he's supposed to deliver justice. Me really, really confused. A judge can't do that. Female little peanut brain can't comprehend this. Female little peanut mosquito brain can't comprehend this at all. Me confused right at that little part, yeah. Me try read it again and see if me can't comprehend. Me try read it again. For me no want make it look like say me just so done so. And make everybody know say a Jamal no ain't go. Let me take time to understand this. The woman went on, and the woman said the judge also state he would act as the ex-husband attorney. Then the judge can't say that. One judge can't state that in a courthouse. Me confused. The judge state that he would act as the ex-husband attorney, and he absolutely did just that with flying colors. All right. Make we move on. The judge misrepresented himself by conspiring with the ex-husband, jaw-dropping pre-jury both on documents and also while under oath, encouraging the ex-husband obstruction of justice and contempt of court. I didn't even try and file contempt charges because it would have been fruitless had I failed to provide evidence. There would have been hell to pay. And the clear evidence I managed to scourge together with time running out seemed to carry absolutely no weight. I was forewarned by my counsel that the judge was not at all compassionate, empathetic, and blatantly hostile towards him while speaking about the case. It even appeared at most times my counsel was frazzled and disturbed by the judge lack of integrity regarding the case. It appeared the judge wanted to antagonize me without legal representation, or better yet, me not show up at all, grant the divorce and push the case through swiftly without regards for all parties. Lady, this sound like you need to balaga a court because this a judge will make up his mind before you even reach a court. Based on the details you give me here, this sound like this a judge never did dip on your side according to you, and it sound like Wolipa sound like. I wouldn't expect in a legal setting, in a courtroom, I wouldn't expect no judge is within their right to pick a side like that. They are there to hear both sides of the case and then make a judgment without being prejudiced towards anyone or picking any side. That is my understanding of going into a court. But based on what you have just said here, the judge has made it clear what side he's on based on what you have said here, which is not the usual way of a court. And I am puzzled as to why this would have transpired into a courtroom. And your lawyer wouldn't have taken this to a different level. Probably this is why you have escalated your case to the Supreme Court level. I would have to assume. All right, moving on again. Boy, oh boy, people. This is a very Jesus Christ. This is a long story, boy. Papa Jesus. Boy. And next year we're still there. And next year we're still there. So me feel like me have to go run through them a little section, yeah? And then we chat. Deborah Francis say, I think the judge saw something why he granted the man the divorce. Deborah, me can't say that a story. Me I tell me, could go see them something there. I will know a comment I will know say. Because me confused at certain part in the story. I am very confused at certain parts in this story. But I will run through this other section because it's a long story and then we summarize it our kind of way. Fine. Moving on now. The woman says it's clear from all accounts that the judge blamed me for all problems causing the demise of the marriage. I am only to blame for loving the wrong man, which is not a crime anywhere in the world. And my temperament at times while agitated, which I have under control at all times, regardless. I am not an argumentative person in reality, and I wouldn't be pursuing this divorce case if my rights weren't violated and I received the justice I deserve. Further, I couldn't represent myself in a timely fashion nor adequately with my current health issues and mental disorder. My counsel requested a continuation and an extension to no avail. We are allowed to get this discovery nor interrogatories. Her ex-husband initially delayed court documents with coming on the FDF and then later falsified pay stubs and his alleged girlfriend in California spelled his name wrong on documents. Her ex-husband, right, doesn't receive pay stubs being a self-employed business owner. I know way too many other people in the industry to fall for that line. No business valuation was provided by the plaintiff to further hide his assets, and the judge seemed to aid and assist the man in hiding his assets. With me, there are way too many other discrepancies in the case to name. My hopes are that these unfortunate discrepancies are correctly identified and further investigated and addressed. I pray and seek fairness by the courts, which I once trusted, wasn't granted in any capacity whatsoever by the judge. Boy, oh boy, serious. Yeah, so, you see what I want? So the woman said the ex-husband was aided by the judge to hide him assets. And he don't know of nobody we are run their own company. We have pay stub. Boy, oh boy, there's a lot of little things yesterday. Boy, this ticklish bad. Yeah, man, it ticklish. That case is very, very ticklish. Normally, a man got foreign and getting green card in this run gone. You know, you nothing more about it. The woman just saying using the paperwork. But this a case is very, very, very ticklish. This a case that come like when me a little pitney. And my brother hold me down and ticklish me till me piss up myself. You not up ticklish till you piss up yourself. I feel shame like a dog, so you piss up yourself as a big boy. That case a ticklish bad. Make we move on. The woman say, and if the courts don't deem the ex-husband financially fit, and I am inclined to receive compensation from the... Oh, they not this of a long time, lady, man. When we are spending on 25, 30, and 40 corner, I'm going to not this of a long time. You want to look at the money where the man make? Sure. They're not justice. They're not this of a say. Oh, you have call the boy from Jamaica. Oh, you have call the boy from Jamaica and he come reach out in America and you don't get nothing no time. They're not that. That's why I like dunce people, you know. If I ever did one of the dunce people and send this no, I not fear go through so much details and crellings and ticklish and confusion and all kind of things to read the nitty-gritty of the story. The woman want compensation. The man have 3 trucking company and one day the girl enjoy the money. The woman no want that. The woman say she fit get something out of it too. Me could have blame her. The man fi have little this conscience to and give the woman a little thing. But the woman said the man a hide all her assets and he knowing your money, can he live luxury life and the money up. He have 3 trucking company and she want sit no tie. No other girl now come enjoy the money and she can come here and do what he do and then man reach out in a foreign and then think as so he go. The woman say no. So the woman say she will receive compensation from the ex-husband. The state of Nevada may pay. The state of Nevada may pay the ex-husband debts instead due to his injustice by the family court. There wasn't enough evidence produced by the plaintiff to base any mutually beneficial or rational decision of in this court of law. Unfortunately, without intervention from the courts, this travesty will affect both my life and my ex life in the future. The ex-husband didn't comply with even one of the judge orders or instruction. It appeared the judge didn't even follow his own orders either. For what are the orders and laws in place? I am not asking for my ex's entire life, earnings and savings, just my fair share. Kakafat. Kakafat, you know. By all means. Something have to run. Something have to run. God got my things that the woman want half of the asset. Something she want. Something. The woman make it clear, a compensation. She nah let it go so. Now the girl now come enjoy the rich out and she does do this so. Something have to run. Me normally do 1 hour live. But oh, this a story as sweet like when me mix up sugar with honey, with a little bit of water and squeeze little lime in here, one little peg of ice. Me not have read this a story until it done. When I me alone the on the live I read it. This a story sweet. The only problem me have so is when very intelligent, bright people send them a story and you have to read too much to get to where you need to get to. So, you know, yes, but anyway, this story is sweet. I am intrigued. Then your story make your sugar act up. When you sit near when you're too sweet again, when you're too sweet, where you get? Where you get? Why the sickness your name when you drink too much sweet sitting and drink too much honey and drink too much this and that? Some of the bright people in body life will not tell me before we move on. When a sickness their name, you become what? Diabetic? I think a diabetic, man. Too much sweet, man. If I continue too much with that story, I may all get diabetic. Yes, man, diabetic. See this? Diabetic coma. Me have to take time with that story. Me tell you, it's sweet. Like when me mix up honey with sugar, little bit of water, lime, and drop one little peg of ice in it. Let me move on. Me have to find all where me there because boy, oh boy, oh boy. So make we move on now. As the woman says, she's not asking for the man entire life earnings and savings. She just wants her fair share. Even more so, I am also curious as to why her ex-husband assumes he's not capable nor responsible and doesn't ever want to pay me a dime. Just sheer spite and malice is all I can conclude. The plaintiff, what me call the word right? Can me never see it yet. Alliance always were and are with his own cultural and to enhance his player's lifestyle. Every dog has his day though. I have been accused of having ill emotions. What about divorce is easy or fun even if malice? Even if malice, things are meant to be used and not people. All I received in return from her ex-husband was debts, love-bombed roller coaster rides, then abuse and neglect without any rational or logical reasoning. The current immigration system seems distorted and wrapped for immigrants to enter and stay in this country. And these same laws are also unfavorable for US citizens who are dumped and the judge acted altingly by implying I was wrong for asking for money from my ex. The judge initially brought up, if the ex owes me money, I have provided proof and don't want every penny I spent on the man back. No amount of money can ever replace the value of what I gave the ex-husband, right? And that was my love, the woman said. I will do anything in this world to protect my newfound tranquility and peace. I finally have this in my life now. Plus, I don't see anything wrong with being minimally supported by the ex-husband. The ex-husband once needed me financially as I needed him now. The judge seems complacent and also helped obstruct justice as he gave the ex-husband unnecessarily leeway time and numerous opportunity to hide his mysterious and unknown assets. How does he know the ex-husband owns a salvage title truck? As he seen the truck in question, is the judge interacting with the ex-husband behind the scenes? Where is the registration of title to any of his vehicles? Maybe the ex-husband showed the information to the judge. Lady, be careful what you're accusing the judge of. That's all I can say. Don't because of how the case went, you make some accusations which can later get you into problem, because some of these accusations you may be asked to provide proof as to why you come to such a judgment, and this could be a lot of trouble for you in the court of law. So be mindful about that with such accusations, you know. And this is an official document, so therefore other people will see it. Boy, oh boy, when we start a little part here, because basically the ex-husband have money. We can get that clear. And the woman say, why should she suffer when the ex-husband richly live lavish life with other woman? And she carry him in America and spend money upon him, make him even have the opportunity to develop himself to that extent of having trucking company and make how much money. The woman say, the hunger fairness out of this case, because she knows she can't get back everything, because she give her love. You know, her peace and tranquility was destroyed in the get-go, and now she have found it back, and she feel like, say, out of everything what she do for the ex-husband, she forget back something. And why she have a problem with the judge seems to take the side of the ex-husband, and probably them even communicate behind closed door. Jamaican sister say, is this lady an American? It sounds like she's an American, because she has made that clear throughout that immigrants, you know, foreigners. So just those terminology will tell you that she's an American, born and bred Americans, you know. Because remember, you can gain citizenship by nationalization and stuff like that. And so therefore, if that was the case, she wouldn't speak like this in terms of foreigners and immigrant and stuff. So her making that statement will tell you she's an American, you know, and she gave the chance to this Jamaican man, and this is what she's getting in return. God got me, MJ, said diabetes. Me, I tell you, God got me, MJ. This is a story, a sweet bad. Then a story we give you John Dees. I want John Dees again. Then a story we give you John Dees. Why? Right now, Andrea Crawford said that lady reach out to Ted Cruz or Governor DeSantis. She will get justice for my people. I want anybody in America out right now at this very immediate moment. This serious though. Make we move on. Me left all my glasses, all my eye, them a hat me to me a read. Lady, if your story is so sweet, I would have never read out the whole of this. Because this come like one YouTube novel me a read. But a good thing, me can stretch out the story a little bit and make it still interested. And furthermore, I am very much intrigued because I want to know what the end result long at the last day. So me not tap read the story. See there, me normally do my live them 1 hour. But boy, oh boy, to all this a story a sweet. Like when me mix up whole heap of sugar with honey and little bit of water. And little lime and drop piece of ice with the me can't left it. And when me I get diabetes today, I still a read out this a story. When me done with this a story, I must have jaundice when me done. But I want to tell you, me have to go to the end of this story. Make me move on. Boy, oh boy. The woman say, I suppose they have had many interaction without me. That are the judge now, you know. The woman say, it come like the judge and the ex-husband have many interaction without her there. Which is illegal. I am just saying. Okay, good point, lady. Good point. You're just saying. You know, where is the judge's skin in the game? The woman say, I was once married to this flashy, arrogant, and fashionably conscious man, and known his exquisite taste. I am sure they have multiplied tenfold by now. Okay. And the man, the ex-husband, certainly doesn't drive an old beat up Ford Focus. Is definitely materialistic, and I know he does not have a salvage truck. How does the ex-husband live with himself being so deceptive? The ex-husband is in business with a girlfriend, not his sister, and the judge state his sister loaned him money, and the judge definitely knows this is for a fact as he declares on the divorce decree. Okay. All right. For your information, that's an old lie I also was told in the past about his sister and such as 4 to 5 children that are the sister. How is loaning the ex-husband money even possible? Doesn't really matter. But why all the false statement, the woman say? What about division of property? Nevada is a community property state. That means all assets are supposed to divide equally by law. We had a 10-year marriage. No matter how you dice or slice it, I don't understand why I am not entitled to any sort of alimony. At least half of the marriage, 5 years of alimony is reasonable. This marriage was bona fide by USCSIS at the time. The ex-husband entered the US, and one huge error of law made by judge, whatever the judge name is that he only focused on my ex-husband and I am living together. Why? How could we, when we never agreed to live with each other permanently and until his arrival? That was the entire purpose of him immigrating to the United States of America, for us to reside as man and wife. Or are you supposed to make a grown person do something they are unwilling to do? And the ex-husband had to come and get established, as I couldn't support us any further. And it's apparent the plan was never to live with me and to show even further malice, right? The plaintiff didn't send 1 red cent to support me. Below is what the judge failed to consider in the case. And I will tell you guys what the lady said the judge failed to consider in the case. Right? Firstly, the lady said, the financial condition of each spouse, the nature and value of the respective property of each spouse, the contribution of each spouse to any property held by the spouses, the duration of the marriage, the income, earnings capacity, the age and health of each spouse, the standard of living during the marriage, the career before the marriage of the proposed alimony receipts. The existence of specialized education or training or the level of marketable skills attained by each spouse during the marriage, the contribution of either spouse as a homemaker, the award of property granted by the court in the divorce, other than child support and alimony, to the purpose alimony recipient, and the physical and mental condition of each party as it relates to the financial condition, health, and the ability to work. All right, now, what a person don't understand when it comes on to 50-50. 50-50 in a marriage means that even you who is claiming whatever you owns, 50 of that is for the man. The man could have all these assets, right? But these assets, once he can prove that these are loans and all these kind of things, then it would value nothing. Let's give and take that this man had just taken out a brand new truck or 3 brand new trucks then, because he have a trucking company. The fact that he has taken out these 3 brand new trucks is in debt. And what they will do is look at all the debts that this man have, because he have a trucking company. The company could be in, say, $500,000 debt. So when they compare his debts and your debts, because you could have no money, but you are in no debts. So therefore, they will look at how this person is going to live with all these debts and still live a comfortable life in comparison to giving you alimony or maintenance support or whatever of that case. Because guess what? They're going to say, well, you have no debts. You have a pension, which you are a veteran, so you are going to have a pension. So if anything, you could stand up losing instead of this man, even though you have a trucking company. The trucking company could be operating at a loss, right? Everything that he owns could be in the girlfriend's name, right? If he say he got a loan to start the company, the court would look at he needs to pay that loan back. Plus he have a new vehicle, a new trucking company. So all of these things would value nothing. If all these trucks were taken out and finance and everything, it values nothing. The only value of those vehicles would be the money that is already paid on them. So if one of the truck values $100,000 and he has just taken it out 3 months ago and he's making payments of $500 a month, the only money that could be split in half in regards to that truck is $1,500. Never mind the 100,000 that the truck value. That is not his, because those truck would be on finance. So when a person see all that asset, they are thinking straight away, well, he have 3 trucks and he have a trucking company. But those 3 trucks may value $300,000. But those trucks were all taken out on finance. So the only thing you could get from that is the money he already paid off on those trucks. And remember, while you are, remember now, and this is what you need to understand, while you were husband and wife, any debts that he has incurred would be both of you debts. Worse if you have a joint account. So any money when you owe it too. So upon divorce, there would have had to be some form of agreement, right, as to what will happen. So the fact that the divorce has been granted and everything has gone through, it can still be a problem. That's why a lot of people do a clean break order. Because many people think that, well, you can marry and divorce, and once the divorce is gone through, it's game over. No, you have divorced the person, which means that you are no longer legally married, but you haven't cut all financial ties to the person, which is where a clean break order comes in. Because even though you have divorced the person and everything, if you win the lottery further down the line, that person can still come and claim a half of it, because you have ended the marriage, but you haven't ended the financial support. So this lady is within her rights of claiming, unless they do a clean break order, right? And all financial ties have been cut, and both parties agree that I don't want to claim nothing, you don't want to claim nothing, because both of them have something to lose. You understand? And if the ex-husband manages to hide all his assets and it's elsewhere and it's not in his name, then there is nothing for you to claim unless you have proved that they belong to him and he's just trying to hide them. Then, but if you don't have any proof or anything like that, you're going to find yourself in a lot of problems. And if when they check his bank account, there is nothing there, he's self-employed, his company is not making any profit or nothing like that. You understand? Yes. Somebody says call a non-contested divorce. No, well, divorce is fine. You have legally ended the marriage. But the clean break order, you know, is when you cut, you end the financial ties between you as husband and wife, you know. So no matter what in the future, no matter how much money you come into or whatever, that person cannot come back to claim anything. But a lot of people think that once they get the divorce, it's game over. It's not game over. Your ex-wife or your ex-husband, if you come into money, can come back and claim. And they are within their right to do so. So this is why after a divorce has been granted, you have legally ended the marriage, then the next step is to get a clean break order, which you also end all financial commitments towards that person. You understand? The lady is not wrong that they also consider the time of the marriage, which they have been married for 10 years. That's a long time to spend with someone. So if that person wants to claim and you have what they can claim, then it will have to share half and half. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. No matter what, if me did marry to a woman and say, you're married to her 10 years and you're rich. If you're rich, you know, if you're rich out have a whole heap of money, me think you can give her something. Even if you don't give her half, but you can give her something if you have it. Sometimes a woman pursue a man, you don't have it, you know. But if you have it, me think you must have like a conscience to make she suffer. Because 10 years you do with her. No matter what go on, because some marriage go, you don't make she suffer. But sometimes to a man no give you nothing because of how you get bitter after the marriage, and you get bitter towards them, like you want everything, or you want this, or you want that. You understand? So a man say you don't forget nothing. And if him can go through the courts and make you get nothing, fine. But I think, you know, if you can, you don't make the woman they suffer. If she want nothing, you can give her. You can help her out and make sure say, while, but you know, one go on and no court order if you say you have to give her, that is fine. But even if the court say you have to give her nothing, you know, your conscience, you don't make the woman they suffer. You know? You don't make she suffer. You help her as best as you can. Because at the end of the day, if a woman take you from Jamaica and bring her in a foreign, sometimes you will go through something. Me not tell you lie still, so woman deal with your body. You never want to see them. If anything, you pray to them, bury them somewhere. And you got them grave, go put one flowers on it. Right? But sometimes the marriage break down and it wasn't that bad. It bad, you know, but not that bad for you reach out and can't help the woman. Me believe in that. Me know say, me no want go on no court order to say me happy. Because me no like for happy do nothing. But within my conscience, if me reach out, me have to make sure say she alright. Because me now go watch her suffer. Because me go know say that when I'm my wife, you know. And she when can't become a foreign, you know. If I know she would have never reached just to get the opportunity of to reach out and Ray. Because me couldn't the opportunity, you know, they are Jamaica. So me now go make she count on the money like me I go give her monthly. But me, we know when to make sure say give her money and make sure say she no struggle. You see what me I say? She already her car broke down, her have one piece of old car. You buy her one car. Because you have the money can buy it. You see what me I deal with? If you have enough money to wanna rent she pay, you buy one house and pay off most of it and this geary. Because you not feel it. Because I just gratitude it name. I just gratitude. So me not have nothing wrong with that. But me understand when a man not really want nobody force them into this. You get me I deal with? But you have some man in no conscience neither. They no business about that. But to each is their own. But for me, if me actually reach out, you know, I really have money like that, my family alright, me alright, then of course, if I'm my ex-wife, me I go make sure say she alright. Me not go watch her suffer. Me no business if me and her there or not. You know? The only way now she not get nothing from me unless she there with a man and anything when me give her, she has spend it for the man. Me not mind no boy. So therefore, she a go just him have to go work out him thing with that man because me not nothing naggy. You understand? Yes. Make we move on, people, because I'm telling you the story long. The woman move on say once the court assess these factors, the appropriate alimony amount and type should be apparent. None of these factors were even minimally considered. Further, I totally disagree with my counsel not even receiving one tin dime from the ex-husband who caused our attorney fee. My counsel did an exemplary job of seeing the ex-husband for exactly who and what he is. All right. Boy, oh boy, people. We're getting there. So me I try fly through the story and then we discuss it. Boy, me I tell you, say no, boy, oh boy, we can move on. The ex-husband filed divorce twice, the woman say, in 2021 and in 2022. The ex-husband misled the court many times throughout the course of this case. Please keep in mind, I completely supported my ex-husband prior to him arriving in the United States of America. Why wasn't I allowed the benefits of seeing any proof of support or anything from ever in his entire lifetime? And he won't either in the future due to his narcissistic behavior traits. This behavior is unacceptable yet forgiven, but never shall again be forgotten. I could not remain in this type of toxic situation, and I am glad the divorce is finalized. The remaining issues are not just fair and are equitable distribution, and I am open for resolution. Okay? Marriage fraud is not a victimless crime. And this is exactly why marriage fraud is so prevalent. That's because there is no accountability nor repercussion, just a slap on the wrist for immigrants. I am willing to bet my ex-husband is being allowed to remain here in the US just to work and pay taxes. I initially was in a state of despair and hurt when I reported the ex-husband. I am fine now with whatever happens with this immigration status, and I truly suspect my ex-husband and the judge share a common politically motivated bond as immigrants. Okay, so she's saying the judge is an immigrant as well. That is why she thinks that the judge take the ex-husband side. Okay, I'm getting you now. Many of us are immigrants in this country, and my ancestral lineage is from the Africas. Yet we must all try and learn to coexist together. Further, ex-husband intentionally missed the in-person hearing in March 2023. He knew because of his reply to my counsel motion for extension and continuation. The judge only pretended the judge only pretended. Lord God, me I tell you right now, all me yai them a get bad. All me yai them a get bad. The judge only pretended to reprimand his favor, non-paying and self-appoint client and plaintiff. Again, the ex-husband, exactly when the hearing was, because he stated this fact to the opposition for a continuation. And the ex-husband tried to continue the evidentiary trial the morning prior to the trial, and that after counsel previously attempt to do the exact same. What was this all about? The woman said. And an attempt to create more illusion and justify his pure hatred towards me. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's serious. All right, my people. we can basically summarize what is happening here. But before we summarize this, let me give you the final touch here. The woman say the judge does not know the actual income of each party, only what I truly submit and the ex-husband false pay stub. The woman say her veteran benefits were community property and received after the marriage started. This is how I supported the ex-husband and the vehicles were purchased. Social security is indeed separate property. There is absolutely no way I use all my separated property to pay for trips, pay for cars, and supported the two of us during the relationship. There may have been a different outcome had there been an extension and discovery granted. This was intentional on the part of the ex-husband and the judge. Again, please consider that I have PTSD, depression, grief stricken, and displaced during this time. Thank you for your consideration in this important matter. Of course, I am not an attorney and cannot reference specific law, yet I am hopeful we won't have to endure any further court hearing, either in person or virtually. I do not think they would be conducive for the plaintiff nor me. I am fighting for my rights as a United States citizen and for justice in the court of family law. I wish light, healing, forgiveness, and ultimately peace for the ex-husband and in our future. Thank you and may God bless. Boy, oh boy. Wow. This is a mouthful. This must be the longest live me ever do. Per man go foreign with woman or anything. And people as sweet as it, me did have to cut it short. About 2 hours that take me. But I think we get the drift from all of this, and basically, just like the opening statement, me want to know what you think. Who has been here following this? Me want to know what you think. Cloudy A say, is this a Jamaican and Jamaican situation or a Jamaican and FBA situation? No, this is a Jamaican man who married to an American woman, and this is the outcome. You understand? This is what it is. Kira said foundational Black Americans are from way before the 1890s. Most Africans come after the 1960s. See? All kind of sitting here now, boy, oh boy. Kira said, told ya, she direct African, immediate African, not foundational Black. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know ya, man. I don't know if you say no. So Maxine Thompson say, how can I get Jay to report my story? Maxine Thompson, all you need to do, go up on the channel, you see my email address, you see my phone number. When my work phone there. Yeah, this is my work phone. That's why I could read it from it. When you see how much, let me give you a glimpse. Not showing you guys the actual thing. Well, look like me not see nothing so. Yeah, but whichever way, it is a lot. It is a lot of details right here. You know, so big up to this lady for sharing her story, and this is why I bring it across. But there's a lot of things in this story which cause for concern, and there's a lot of confusing thing to this. And after reading this story, it can come across to many as if this lady is very bitter towards where the ex-husband is, and the mere fact of thinking that the judge is on his side and all of that. Yeah, and it's clear that you need compensation, which rightly so. I think if the man rich have money, if he get something, whether it is by order of the court or him just using conscience, you know. And yeah, a lot of people go through this, but And then again, let me make one thing clear. And I'll say this to you, lady. If you have been married to this man for 10 years, obviously you're not married before you even reach America. Can you come to America in 2017? And you say you're married to this man for 10 years. A man don't need, if a man commit marriage fraud, he don't need to be with you for up to 10 years. So obviously there was something there. That's America. You know, that's America. He would have had his 10-year green card for ages. He could have left you a long time. So if a man spent 10 years with you, I personally think that marriage has just broken down. I don't think, and I think that's why the judge look at it that type of way. Being 10 years with a person, that not sound like you married them for green card. Because that gone a long time, you'd have had your green card long time, can't go do what you want to do in the country. You know? So why would a man stay 10 years till he's established? And I think the marriage has just broken down. It was going no further. You understand? That's my personal opinion towards it. Anyway, not that I am discrediting what you have said here. My personal opinion based on what you have said is after 10 years, that past green card paperwork thing, lady. Because a man who married for green card paperwork, after 3 years, you not see him again. That's America. 2-year time, him 2-year green card run off, him get him 10 years, him gone. Why would he be there for 10 years? It makes no sense, really. So I think, and in your defense as well, after 10 years, if he has the money, I think you deserve something. You know, I think so as well. Because that's a long time to be with somebody and they are where they are, rich and have money. If he's just trying life, probably you have a one chuck. If that you say you have 3 chucking company, or 3 chucks pretty much, then him not that a suffer then. But if him just a try and him have a one chuck and sitting, him not nothing to give, a try him a try. But if him really have the money like you explained, then yes, man. Him give you something, man. You know, but a lot of people don't comply to demands, and if the court deem that he doesn't give you a dime, he would have to give you out of his own conscience. But probably the way you are pursuing this now, he will not do it. You know, and it's sad, and a lot of women go through this where they are actually being scammed and marriage fraud go on. We are aware of that, and also to what you said, the ex-husband is describing his case as being abusive and stuff like that. A lot of men leave and they go to America and they endure that. So you know, it would be nice to hear your ex-husband's side of the story in a real life. Make we take some comment here now. Angia Crawford, big up yourself. Cloudy A say if she wasn't getting her nails dirty with him, then why should she get what he worked hard for? Courtney is, as a man still, you have to have a conscience, you know. Watch this. Everybody look at things different, but watch this. If a woman take you from Jamaica, carry you go foreign, and you're there with her for 10 years, and life get good and you're rich out. You're not just a try knowing you're rich. Based on what the woman is saying, you have money, what money. So you can use your conscience and make sure she not suffer still. All if the court say nothing give her nothing. Because remember the court can't say nothing give her nothing, you know. But you use your conscience and make sure that woman not suffer because 10 years live there with her for. Unless that 10 years there was really a nightmare and you hate that woman so much because of how she treat you, then me can understand, you know. Or if she move on and the two of you move on, and if you give her nothing, she take a spend per man, then you don't give her none. You know, but you have a conscience to man in a real life. We can't just dirty and tan so. Gratitude, big up. And then Cloudy A says she's a female. Nevertheless, Cloudy A is female or not. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a female or not. The opinion comes in still. We're writing, if you have it and you are so okay, and you're there with a woman for 10 years, whether all if you name married. All if you name married. you know, really make she suffer if you cannot make she suffer. As some see it. That person dedicate 10 years of their life with you. So you can, if you can help out, you help out. If you have it, if you don't have it, fine. Because I know everybody have it, everybody still a struggle. And if you just try to make something of yourself, you not have it. But life will look a little better for you, you still can. Because remember now, you know, life will get a little better for you, no means you can support another person. In that case, it's different. But if you're really rich out and have money like that, you know, you can do a thing, man, and help out, man. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, man. Make we move on now. Kira Clark say, he will not have a choice under the current Trump administration. He might end up at SICAT in El Salvador. No, you know, he may not, because guess what now? Marriage is marriage and it's different. And no matter how you want to take it, no 10 years no day in a fake marriage and paperwork marriage. That no day. Think about it, the reality. If a man married a woman for paperwork, him gone as him get the paperwork and knows him don't need the woman, why would he be around for 10 years? That alone explain the case. Something had to be there. It's that simple. Because paperwork in America come through. You go to America, you get your green card for 2 years. After that, you get your 10 years. Then you're not gone. Within 3-4 years, you're gone. Where you do the 10 years? You don't need to. Remember, see, your paperwork, you're married for, you know. So what you're doing there for 10 years, it's that simple. You know? So I just see it as a marriage breakdown, and it can come across as many different things. You know? And I don't know how many people notice this within the story, that I could hear a lot of bitterness in the story. Because we have to be fair and honest, you know. There was a lot of bitterness in the story as well. It could be that she's still very upset about how everything happened and stuff like that. But I could hear a lot of things in the story, you know, where she's really upset and annoyed about everything. That's why the judge got involved and this got involved and that get involved, you know. Oh God, Patricia Hill. How come you skip all of my comment? Patricia, no, me not skip your comment. Actually, me just catch your last one them first. So now, since you said that and call me out, me damn blasted rude out order. Me go find back Patricia Hill comment them. Me damn out order for you. For you there comment and me read out other people comment and me no read Patricia. Me go find Patricia Hill. Patricia Hill say she just vexed that the man he managed his finances better than she did. Patricia Hill, me no want to say that still, but that happen a lot. And a lot of people establish themselves and their partner get jealous because they haven't done it and feel like the person owe them something. That is not a lie, Patricia, right? And then we move on again. We could find back one more Patricia Hill comment because I didn't intentionally look over these. And Patricia Hill said, in for a penny, in for a pound, you can't expect to claim the money he has without being responsible for his debts as well. That is true. That is true. And sometimes, if you have no input in the person accumulating this amount of cash, then the court will also look at that, because the court look at you supporting the person in this. So if you not have no hand, if it's a case where you and the person build a business and then him kick you out and move on, fine. But if you have no hand in the development of that business, even though a 50-50, there are still gray areas in all of that. You understand what I mean? So there is a lot of good points there for you, Patricia Hill. Me tell you, me out of the route for you, Patricia. Patricia say, all right. See that commentary, Patricia say, sound like she just bitter. And I did say I could hear a little bit of bitterness in the story. It could have been bitterness or she's just annoyed and upset, but I could hear it in the tone of her language there. You understand? I could have picked that out as well. So Patricia Hill, we catch up now. You can't cuss me no further. Guys, it don't make no sense everybody cuss me now. Because I can't go back from start and read every comment. Cause this a live and I go done. And we gone over an hour and a half already. Me can't tell when last me do a live so long. So we have to go start from somewhere and see who we miss out. God got me see your money, me a look away you there. Money at the other did the woman make it clear. She want compensation. She want her compensation. You understand? Estelin Stewart say she want alimony. Well, the woman say a 10 years she now waste it so she get pay fee. Deborah Francis says she wants his money because he is rich. Me still I say, if he really rich, the woman forget something. You not give everything, but give her a pay a one-off. Because sometimes, you know, in the clean break order, you can agree a one-off pay off if you have so much money. You understand? Because you have to go, disclose your assets, your financial assets and everything. So the court will know if you have the money, yes or no. And then they will compare the finances them. Because they will look and say, okay, she will get X amount for pension. She only earn this amount. She have disability, so she now can't really work. She this, she that. So therefore, look on her age, she have X number amount years left. You have $500,000 in a savings and you not have no debts. Then therefore, you need to give the woman X amount. You understand? That's why I tell people sometimes you're still not married. Debt can be a good thing and debt can be a bad thing. Because when you go to court, no matter where you have, the judge will look upon you and say, well, if you're in a $50,000 debt and this a woman is in a no debt at all, and I work and no matter how much money she make and no matter how much you make now, you're going to need that money to clear your debt. So the court will look upon that as well. Because the court will say, if you're in a $50,000 debt, and if you make you start this a woman $1,000 a month, that the $1,000 a month would help clear your debt, you're still going to struggle. You're probably running a bankruptcy while she's just making an extra $1,000 for you. So the court will look upon them kind of something there as well. You understand? All right. Arlene helping and say she better pray that the business was in the marriage before he divorced. That is another thing again. If the business is after the marriage, then she really doesn't have anything to claim because there would be no contribution towards all of that. Nevertheless, if after the divorce, there was never a clean break order to end financial ties, she would be able to claim on that business. The only thing can save in them case there is a prenup. You know, if you're not signing nothing like that, then ain't a problem. Kyra says she should have went for the 750 bounty and the me not like for me commenters them, you know. It was a me not like, you know. Never go read out Kyra comment here, man. Kyra say she should have went for the $750 bounty and the Alien Enemy Act. Not go to court. Legal fee and lawyers are expensive. Very, very expensive. Me don't like what you know. Kyra says she deserves justice, not fairness. Fairness is just for kids. Justice is for grown up. That is true. Jay, believe the case is closed now. You see the main intention. Definitely, the main intention is there. She need her compensation. But what I can say, if it has gone through the courts and the divorce has been finalized and the man managed to get a clean break order already, don't matter which court you want to go. That's why it went into the marriage court, family court and stuff. Then therefore, you're not going to really get nothing no matter what you do. That is how me see it. And then Andrea Crawford said, reach out to... all right, we read a comment there already. Reach out to Ted Cruz and Governor DeSantis. You will get justice. That's true. Jamaican sister said, that's how they operate. Don't feel bad for her. Me not go say in a her case, but me know a lot of women do that. Them carry you go foreign and then them never support you in a nothing. Them doubt everything we. Let me tell you the worst thing we can happen to a man when a woman carry her go foreign. Everything we you try, she discredit it. If you even try to start a business, she tell you that she discourage you and tell you say it now go work and belittle you and discourage you and everything. Right? And she never support it or encourage you in no way. But when the business actually work now, you prove it and left her and the business work. Then she want to come claim out of something where she did say from morning, it now go nowhere. You know if you better start it. You can run business. It's a waste of time. She not put nothing at all towards you in a no way, not my word of encouragement. Remember me tell you, say a man like that, when it actually work out, him not give you nothing out of it. And me really can't blame a man like that either. And a lot of people stay so. They are not there when you're starting it. But when it gets somewhere, everybody around come. You understand? And all of people stay so. Carol said, Jaundice is in the eyes, but Jaundice coming in and too much sweet. Your eye them look dreamy. Yes, man, your eye them look dreamy. Tiana Francis, so Jay, when we're going to get tailpipe, me promise you say me have tailpipe story come up. Me did want clear out Vice Cartel story. Me have about 3 immigration story where me want clear off to and thing. And me want get back to them kind of story and get back to my tailpipe story. So guys, not forgotten. You're not forgotten at all, at all, at all. Yeah, man, Carol Stewart said the judge get paid under the table. That's what the woman I say. You look like the judge and the man have secret talking and I get money. That's what she said. Jay said, did she mention the good tailpipe that you receive? That the part no talk more. Because I know say no woman now just take up no man from Jamaica so. Unless tailpipe sweet them and they want to put the tailpipe in the cold country with her. And get it on a regular occasion. That when cold time come and winter time come in America, the tailpipe they feel warm up the wall me and squeeze. No, you can't stay there. So you know about that thing say? God got MJ once say it. Jay, did she mention the good tailpipe that she received? She no say nothing about it. She said she get abused and neglect and everything. But we know say no woman not take up the man from Jamaica so I'm married and sitting unless the tailpipe sweet them. We nah miss out it. Deborah say, I think the man acquired the business after he got divorced from her. Possibly. She never said that, but if it wasn't considered, then probably that's the case. No marital home, clear. Marriage fraud. Marriage fraud is a no-no. No marital home is another thing again. And as me say, no judge. There is no way you can go in a court of law and tell a judge, a sensible judge say, a man married you for green card. And you and him married for 10 years. I live together for 10 years. The judge will ask you then, if he marry you for green card, he could have been gone in 3 years. Why spend another 7 years with you? If you claimed he only marry you for green card, he would have gotten what he wanted in 3 years. Then why spend another extra 7 years? What will he gain? You understand what I say? Because even if you get him citizenship, he probably doesn't need to do 5 years in America before anything. He can gain that after 3 to 4 years as well. So why? There is no reason there. So that could never be the reason. So a sensible judge are going to bring that up and you have to go explain that. Sheila Bailey, big up yourself, J Progress Entertainment family member as well. Say the lady is entitled to some compensation, but when he had nothing and she was under control, how did she treat him? That is the part when we did talk about Sheila. That is the part when we did talk about. Sometimes some woman really treat you like garbage and make you really get tough and determined and push out, say you want better. And when you acquire all of that, right? without no support, help, or encouragement, or nothing from them, only discouragement or everything and belittlement, you never feel obligated to give them nothing out of that with them rubbish from the moment you started. So that's one other thing again. How did you treat the person during that time? All right. It's her death as well, because everything is 50-50. Exactly. A lot of people don't know that. When you're married, even though a person getting divorced, and you think say, remember, his debt, even if him did take it up my business and accumulate up $100,000 debt, is also your debt. Remember that. So don't feel like you escape and get away. And also you work 50-50 on both sides. All right. Oh, there is so many comments, guys. All right. Robert Phillips says she worst thing can happen to a man or woman having no supper in their vision, hope, and dreams, stand by their house and lover. You understand? You have to support each other. Once you support a person, all right, can't remember. If you married to somebody and you start a business and your wife is there for you, support you, encourage you, do all she can do. Even if the relationship break down and the marriage done and your business do well, you have to remember say she was right there with you and she deserves something. Because one thing, she never discourage you, she always support you, always encourage you, and do everything what she can do to push your business forward. Of course, you're going to give her half without even thinking about it. Because you're going to remember, say, without her, I would have never have this. And the amount of work where she put in when me a start, she deserves something. But a woman who don't do that, you're not going to feel obligated, believe. And remember, the court always asks, how did she contribute to your success in whatever it is? If she haven't contributed to it, it is not heavily considered she get nothing that is beneficial from it. All right. Arjulin Berwick, big up yourself. Janet Nelson, big up yourself every single time. I'm doing okay, thanks. Dan Phillips, True Tailpipe, big up, no man. Cloudy A's say, let me go subscribe to your channel. Cloudy A's, you're late. Everybody will watch my channel, subscribe. I don't know you never hear about this channel before. Now you reach there, you go, and make sure you go watch a tailpipe story them. But make sure so when you watch a tailpipe story them, Cloudy A's, you not drink no hot tea, I eat no hot food, I drink no soup. Make sure so you sit down comfortable and make sure you go pee before you start watch them. Because we don't want you piss up yourself and piss up your sofa. Alright? Just a little warning. Yoga say late and clueless as to what one. If you're late for class, you have to go catch up the lesson from the front. That's why I'm telling you, some of you wake up, put on the bed early and put on a notification. That means that when the school bell ring, we're not present at the moment. Because when we're late, me now go back over the subject. Arlene helping hands. If she married him for 10 years and he came here 2017, so how long before he got married? All right. Put it this way now. Obviously, the documents that we have at 2023. Right? So if we were to go, say, 2017 and 2023, that would have been about 6 years. You get what me at? So more than likely, you would have been married about, and they are Jamaica for about 4 years or something like that before he actually came into the country, into the United States of America. Because remember, it's not easy to bring people to America like that. Somebody married, usually when somebody married into something like that, them they are Jamaica 2-3 years, easy. You understand? Yes. Robert Phillips, people have to be careful who they settle down and married to. Most lack any type of deep kindness, compassion, loyalty. Sometimes you can't be sure, man. Really and truly. You can't be sure all the time. Yeah, man. Angela T. this out say she must get her Walmy and Queensmith pension, but Then suppose the whole me and squeeze me ain't good. Suppose it ain't good. Where you go pay pension for? Let me move on. Care bless. All right, me going to read your comment right now. Trust me, I know of a case the man left 3 days after he got his paperwork, but still did not divorce his wife after 10 years. Wow. Because enough man no want to pay the money. And like me assure you, when a man get them, they move on. If I that the mission, you care bless say 3 days after the man get him lift up. Because him definitely gonna fit that. And me I say, but this woman never said they have been married for them they together for that long time. The woman I say, them they in a good marriage for all that time. Some people don't have no heart. XY say that's true. That's true. Care bless says she was the foundation that he built on, so she deserved to be compensated. Care bless me believe in that too. If him reach out, the woman forget sitting. Or even if the court say nothing give her nothing, you must have like a conscience to know so you're not gonna make she suffer. Every now and then you go push one parcel in her, put one parcel in her mailbox or something, and she know where you it come from. All upon her birthday and them something there, Mother's Day and them something there, you give her one big parcel. You know, look away they can remember if a woman's birthday come. And she not depend nothing, you know, say your wife that or whatever. You never give her money every month like that, but you have all the money now. Her birthday come, you just give her all $10,000 because you have it. So you give her all $10,000 for your birthday. So she knows that I want big piece of money, me can do something with it. You see me I deal with Mother's Day come, you give her one other piece of chunks. You give them for a special moment, you know, give all the while. Christmas a come, you give her one big chunk. So every time we come in the year where you know say she probably struggle with a little money or a money time, you give her a nice piece of chunk if you have it. So she can't ball, at least she can look throughout the year and say one thing with him, you know. He never make me want nothing, you know. What day I did and I say my car broke down and ray and sitting and he not tell me say my buy me no car or nothing. But you know when do? Me did I just send $15,000 to my bank account just like that. But you know say a car you want you buy, but him not just tell us say my buy no car and them thing there. Him just send a money come give you. That means if you don't want to buy a car with it, God go with you. You understand? So you have to know how to deal with these things, man. You can't just hard and tough so. If it never good, he would have left long time. Boy, oh boy, I true. Sitting must have hold on a grip the true. Angela. The whole me and squeeze me must have grip. Fintan de so long. Nowadays, military women are very freaky. Me not believe because when they in the military, they lock down for long, so they want to experiment everything. Starfish and coffee say then take baskets to carry water. Believe no man. Boy, oh boy, me I tell you, that life is a very interesting one today. Barbara Webb say, 3 sides to a story. What about his side? Barbara Webb, that is right, a 3 sides to a story. And like me say, this is more my side. You understand where the woman give me a deliver. And then you go up the man's side and then you go up the truth. Like me saying this, me deliver the story as per the person share the story. You know, but also me have to filter where I see any discrepancies or also my opinions and go through the opinions of the comment section because it's very valuable, my comment section, you know. So if you notice, not that I am saying that the woman is telling the complete truth or she's even lying or anything like that, or it didn't go like that, I don't know, you know. But nevertheless, if she have it in her courage to share her story, I have it in my courage to deliver her story. Because what if I just think her story was a lie and didn't deliver it? You know, somebody who have a vital story to share, it wouldn't have been shared. So if the man is out there and see anything, he can always come from my platform and share film story as well. I am more than welcome to deliver it. Everybody, we're gonna cut this live at 2 hours. It can't go no further. Uno broke too bad. This out of hand, man. Chop. I wonder what my company have to do when I reach at 2 hours. This out of hand. We have to go cut the story at some part. We have Robert Phillips coming. No one can beat a man or woman emotional tie to another person in their heart in a real life. That's a true. You can't beat that. Claude, listen to you all day. Oh, XY say could listen to you all day. Unfortunately, me reach at 2 hours. Me mouth dry because me drink all my coffee long time. A little cold coffee left in there. Me have to go use it wet me mouth. Me have to use a little cold coffee and wet me mouth. Me dey chat long now. At 2 hours that. Everybody will not stay tuned. Me have immigration story left. Me have tailpipe story. And me want to get back to this kind of story. Me cautionary tales, you know? Yeah. Me think me mix up all kind of story for a while now. So make we get back to this. And ladies and gentlemen, me hope you don't take my story them serious, because if one hour know, if I go do what you know, if you do what me get to no story, me can't come on my platform. Believe when me tell you that. Everybody, big up on yourself. You know see a 1J Progress Entertainment. Remember, we haven't dropped the merchandise yet, guys, you know. This is one of the mug them. So I'm still waiting for a designer. Come on, get the right design. So I'm not drop the merchandise them yet. But I hope that when I drop my merch, everybody can want. Me no want to drop no merch with me picture on it. Me no want that. Next thing all the ladies, you no man now, no husband go see me picture on cup, no a drink water. He go get jealous and mash up every cup we no buy. And send me all message and say me if it tap sell no cup. Me no in it. Me have to be careful. You understand? So everybody, big up on yourself again. Thank you guys for the love. And thank you guys for staying this long with me. You understand? Everybody, remember, 1J Progress Entertainment and no other. Believe when me tell you that.